Sweet dreams dream of themselves. Sweet dream dream of themselves. Better than life does anything else. As nightmares favor days over nights, better than death does nothing else. Regardless of the heart chosen for love to love itself truly. Love loves itself uselessly. If realities remain unreal for those who can but deem both sweet dreams and nightmares real, if hate hates itself naturally and everything else usefully.
Yeah, I like the dreamy atmosphere and the vibe about this poem.
We had to read it more than once, but the more you read it, the more you understand it.
It really is very impressionist, so it leaves a lasting impression, but an impression that you can't really put into words that easily.
Yeah, I think the message, I'm not sure if I completely understood it, but it's about love and hate and how love can sometimes be useless, I guess, but it's always kind of a circle, maybe working around itself.
And I think of my parents, who I no longer have, and that sometimes takes over me and can be sadness, which is, for me, you say, you know, the sweet dreams and then nightmares, and the love that I had with my family, and then becomes slightly nightmarish, I guess.
It also reminded me of my mum. My mum passed away, and she's in my dreams a lot of the time, and even though sometimes it's a nice dream to see her, it's sometimes a bit of a nightmare to know that she's no longer here with me.
Yeah, it's very touching. And sometimes I think people think love is an emotion that's a second-hand emotion. It's not necessarily a first-hand experience.
The love, when someone loves someone else, he loves him for his own purposes. Like if I love X, someone who's called X, a girl for example, I love her not because she needs me, but because I need her. So I have my own interest to fulfill my own interest. In the love itself, the selfishness plays a big role in the relationship. And it's the same like for everything in the life. If you want to like have kids, for example, you bring kids to the life not only because you want to add something to the life, but because you need someone to be beside you, and you need kids. You need to make your life different, bring more people in your life. So this is part of selfishness also.
All poems remind me of a person I love. When the person changes, then all the poems will remind me of someone else. I also think this is one of like a closure thing. I think it comes from finding peace about something or trying to explain yourself something. So I'd say that's just my interpretation. I think that in this moment you were being okay with something. You were letting go of something.
Yeah, it reminds me with some situation I had been in my life where I was in good situation but I was not happy, and sometimes I was in bad situation but I was happy. So as I said, it's you who decide what is reality and what is sweet dream and what is night dream. It's your mindset.
Sweet dreams dream of themselves. Better than life does anything else. As nightmares favor days over nights, better than death does nothing else. Regardless of the heart chosen for love to love itself truly. Love loves itself uselessly. If realities remain unreal for those who can be deemed both sweet dreams and nightmares real. If hate hates itself naturally and everything else usefully.
Sweet dreams and nightmares are real. I like that part. I think that's my favorite sentence.
One part for me really stood out. Nightmares favor days over nights. The dreams are an escape, and they are usually during nights.
Speaks about everyday life. Every day feels like there's good, there's bad, there's loves, there's dreams, there's nightmares and sweet dreams. So if you wake up or you're asleep, basically that's what you experience every single day. And I feel like that's just from waking up to going to bed. It's like a summary of every day.
Sweet dreams dream of themselves. Yeah, well, if a dream is sweet enough, it's enough, even if it's just a dream, right?
Sweet dreams of themselves, I think it's a really good opening sentence, and it really attracts you to the poem. And again, I think the structure of it, when the next sentence and it says love loves itself uselessly, yeah, I feel like them two really appeal to me, and I think you've structured that well, where you've kept them as separate sentences. I really like love loves itself uselessly, and again, it's just, I'm a loving person and I'm all about love. LGBT community.
If realities remain unreal for those who can but deem both sweet dreams and nightmares real. Because I think everything in life has a reason, and there's a meaning to everything, and everything happens for a reason. And you take dreams can be so sweet and be so wonderful, and you'll wake up feeling a different person. And those nightmares can also be as sweet as those dreams, because they're real, they become nightmares.
Both sweet dreams and nightmares real. The reality is what people create in their mind. A bad reality or it's a sweet reality, we decide how it will go. So if you are in a very bad physical environment and situation, but you have a good mindset, you can make it sweet dreams.
Better than death does nothing else, regardless of the heart chosen for love to love itself truly. Wie sagt man? Du kannst nicht aussuchen, wen du liebst. You can't choose who you love. The heart choose.
And you are trying to say something without mentioning names and dates, like every poet is, to express a feeling.
For me, it flows very easily. It has the way it's written structurally on the page is interesting for me, and which led me to read it the way I did, without just reading it as a sentence. So for me, it's nicely constructed, and it's almost like a dictionary. You look at sweet dreams, dreams of themselves, and then underneath is the meaning. It wouldn't be a typical prose, the typical way a poem is written. It's more of a, I don't want to say song, but it's a kind of more of a lyric to me than a poem, which songs of course can be poems, of course.
The verb and noun, for love to love itself. What was the hate hates itself. So there's a repetition of these words and the verbs and the nouns.
Kind of contrast to it. So, days over nights, and that part is well stuck out. And there's something again, and
I visualise a naked man, which I've just been told is you. And yeah, I think it really supports well together, and it's something what you'd imagine the poem to visualise. But then I can also see like a bigger bicep arm which structures just the side of his own body. So yeah, maybe that's something to me, like you think maybe sometimes you think you're stronger than you actually are.
The picture shows a person, and around the person there is a shadow of the person, so it shows the deep side and not the superficially shadow behind them and before him, like he's doubled. Maybe he's from the inside love, from the outside hate.
Representing this dream sequence, these two layers are showing this duality of these feelings of, as you mentioned, love and hate, of dreams and reality. Dreams and nightmares, there you go. So it's kind of like, I think it represents this duality, and
It's almost like a sculpture, but it's moving. It's got life in it. It's not just a picture that's stationary, I guess. It's got that kinetic energy to it when you see the photograph.
I somehow see movement in the picture, and it does also like movement through the day. So we're going from day to night, from night to day, from dreaming to waking. So it also kind of encompasses that.
There's shadows, which I find is like the nightmare. Maybe the bright is the sweet dream. So I find you can see how it fits the poem.
Agreed. The picture is also in the mood of impressionism, and it leaves an impression.
It refers somehow to the reality and unreality. So this is what reality is and what unreality is. Like if I want to focus on the shadow, this is my reality, even though it's not reality. And if I want to focus on the body, the real body, this is my reality. If I don't focus on it, then it's not my reality.
Sweet dreams dream of themselves, better than life does anything else. As nightmares favor days over nights, better than death does nothing else, regardless of the heart chosen for love to love itself truly. Love loves itself uselessly. If realities remain unreal for those who can but deem both sweet dreams and nightmares real, if hate hates itself naturally and everything else usefully.